Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 5. Lord received Dev's teachings to his 100 sons.
24.
Text 24. Drita Tanur Usatim Me Purani Drita Tanur Usatim Me Purani Yene Hasatam Paramam Pavitram Yene Hasatam Paramam Pavitram Samodama Satyam Anugrahascha Samodama Satyam Anugrahascha Tapas Tapas Tiksha Nubhavascha Yatra Tapas Tiksha Nubhavascha Yatra Tritatanur Usati Me Purani Yene Hasatam Paramam Pavitram Samodama Satyam Anugrahascha Tapas Tiksha Nubhavascha Yatra Drita maintained by transcendental education.
Maintained by transcendental education.
Tanuhu body.
Body.
Usati free from material contamination.
Free from material contamination.
Me my Purani eternal. Yena by whom? Iha in this material world. Sattvam the mode of goodness. Paramam supreme. Pavitram purified. Samaha control of the mind. Dhamma control of the senses. Satyam truthfulness. Anugraha mercy. Cha and Tapa austerity. Titiksha tolerance. Anubhava realization of God and the living entity.
Realization of the God and the living entity.
Cha and Tetra wherein. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Translation. The Vedas are my eternal transcendental sound incarnation. Therefore, the Vedas are Sabda Brahma. In this world, the Brahmanas thoroughly study all the Vedas. And because they assimilate the Vedic conclusions, they are also to be considered the Vedas personified. The Brahmanas are situated in the supreme transcendental mode of goodness, Sattva Gun. Because of this, they are fixed in mind control, Sama, sense control, Dharma, and truthfulness, Satya. They describe the Vedas in their original sense, and out of mercy, Anugraha, they preach the purpose of the Vedas to all conditioned souls. They practice penance, tapasya, and tolerance, titiksha, and they realize the position of the living entity and the Supreme Lord, Absolute. Anubhava. These are the 8 qualifications of the Brahmanas. Therefore, among all living entities, no one is superior to the Brahmanas. It's a continuation from Lord Savidev establishing the authentic position of a Brahmana. Here in the purport, Prabhupada said, this is a true description of a Brahmana. A Brahmana is one who has assimilated the Vedic conclusions by practicing mind and sense control. So it is a natural discrimination, not a material description, when Brahmanas are assigned to attend to Krishna. Brahmanas only should cook for Krishna. Brahmanas only should attend to the deities. It is due to their qualities, not the material qualification. It's not the material discrimination. It is not. They have control over the senses. They have control over the mind. That's a Brahmana. One who has no control over the senses, does not control the mind. What service can we do for Krishna? Only contaminated service. Only contaminated service. Only. So, there The result of any puja performed by Brahmana depends on the quality of that Brahmana. If that Brahmana is a greedy Brahmana, his jagya will not have any effect. If he's a perfect Brahmana, automatically the jagya will have effect. That is what you see those days. The moment they say Swaha, you get the result. The result will come immediately, not waiting for the next moment. Immediately the result will come. As we mentioned the other day, Lord Krishna specifically told his father, get qualified Brahmanas to do the jagya. Why? Their benediction works automatically. The qualified Brahmanas jagya produce the result immediately. Therefore, Krishna recommended his father to get such Brahmana to speak, to do the yajna. Why is that? It's the qualification. Samo, Dhammaha, Satyam, Titiksha, Tapas. This is the qualities. Sama, Dhamma, Satyam, Titiksha, Tapas. They study the Vedas. They studied the Vedas and assimilated they assimilated the Vedas. They know the conclusion of the Vedas. They know the Vedas. And they realize the position of the living entity and the Supreme Lord. Yes, 8 qualities. There are 8 qualities mentioned here. So when they give blessing, it works automatically. When they perform any yajna, it works automatically. So the heart is pure. If the heart is not pure, nothing wonderful will come out of it. Nothing wonderful will come. A Brahmana is one who has assimilated the Vedic conclusion by practicing mind and sense control. He speaks the true version of all the Vedas as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Vedas just sarvai aham eva vidya. In their heart, whatever they do, it is for the welfare of others. No other motive. It is for others' benefit. Nothing else. That's what we say of this, says Goswami. This Goswami study all the revealed scriptures for the purpose of the welfare of the entire world. They are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis and
that experiencing.
No, that is not mentioned there. We take shelter of them because they carry the mood of the gopis and they are fixed in their Krishna consciousness. So we take shelter of them. This is their qualification that we take shelter of them. By studying all the Vedas, one should come to understand the transcendental position of Lord Sri Krishna. That was what Jiva Goswami did. After he studied all the Vedas, he come to the conclusion. What is that? Narayan is the supreme personality of Godhead. That's the conclusion. There are so many other personalities who study the Vedas and cross the ocean of the Vedas. What they find? Nothing. Nothing. It's nothing. God has no form, not a person, just light. Jiva Goswami did the same thing. What's the difference between them? The difference is, Sri Jiva Goswami is a devotee. He was looking for Krishna in the Vedas. Therefore, he could find where he is. Now, others, They are studying the Vedas to entertain their intellect. Therefore, they couldn't find anything tangible than just the fatigue, the exhaustion they get from elaborate study of the Vedas. One who actually assimilated the essence of the Vedas can preach the truth. He is compassionate to conditioned souls who are suffering the threefold miseries of this conditional life due to their not being Krishna conscious. A devotee sees this, that all our sufferings in the material world is due to lack of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, they have the compassion to teach Krishna consciousness to the world, because that is what Prabhupada says the missing link. The missing link is not anything else in this world. We're not suffering. Our suffering not because you don't have a house, not because you don't have money, not because you don't have material facilities. We're suffering because you don't have Krishna. All the wealthiest people in the world, they are not the happiest people in the world. So our problem is not the material facilities. Our problem is lack of Krishna consciousness. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent Damodara Pandit to go and look how his mother was doing before coming to Jagannath Puri to see him. When he came, please tell me, Damodara Pandit, you are Pandit, tell me. Does my mother has fortune? Does she have good fortune? Does she have bhakti? Damodara Goswami said, what are you talking? What are you talking? The bhakti you have is given to you by a mother. How can she give you something she doesn't have? You are Gora Hari now because of your mother's bhakti. So she has bhakti. She is very, very wealthy. So don't test me like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, come closer. Come closer. You purchase me. You purchase me. If you sell me, I'm sold. A man may have everything in this world without bhakti, is a wretched poor man. He's a poor man. Sanatana Goswami said the same thing, Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Wretched people, destitute. Who are destitute people, who are wretched people, people without Krishna consciousness, they are destitute. Not because they don't have clothes to put on. They are not. That is not the definition of destitute. There's everything without Krishna, destitute. Krishna, without a material thing, you are wealthy. So, Damodara, if you have told me something less than this, I will be angry. So you purchase me. A Brahmana should take pity on the people and preach Krishna consciousness in order to elevate them. This is exploitation. Is this exploitation? Papa said what? A Brahmana should take pity on the people and preach Krishna consciousness in order to elevate them. Pity, you should have compassion, you should have mercy on people who preach Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada said, vigorously as I'm doing. That's the way to appreciate the mercy of a spiritual master. One cannot pay the debt we owe to spiritual master. Prabhupada said, the way we can attempt to pay is to preach vigorously as he's doing. That's what he recommended. So preach Krishna consciousness. Who is a preacher? Who is a preacher of Krishna consciousness? One who has character. A Brahmana has character. It is the character the sages and Adnamesharanya sat down to Asuta Goswami. Your character is what we're looking for. Not the knowledge, vast knowledge. We have no time for that. We don't have time. Your character is what is attracting us to you. There's a preacher. One who has no character is not a preacher. What are you going to preach? Empty philosophy that will not purify anyone. How can an exploiter preach Krishna consciousness? An exploiter cannot preach Krishna consciousness. There's no qualification for exploiter. Because when he look at the people, what's he thinking? An exploiter, when he's an exploiter, a cheater looking at people, what's he thinking? What I'm going to get from all of you. So my talking here is giving me time to calculate what I will get from you. That's an exploiter. A devotee, a Brahmana, who has sense, has control over the senses, thinks about the welfare of others, thinking, how can I benefit devotee? The Prophet said, a Brahmana should take pity on the people and preach Krishna consciousness in order to elevate people to Krishna consciousness, to bring people to Krishna consciousness. That is the duty of a Brahmana. He is not an exploiter. He does not exploit people. He elevates people's consciousness, bring people to Krishna because he knows this is what is missing, this is what is lacking. We lack this. So Brahmanas can preach Krishna consciousness because he has the welfare of others in heart. An exploiter is just taking advantage of people. When will I have the chance to cheat? What is thinking? So it's a contaminated consciousness. Sri Krishna himself, the supreme personality of Godhead, personally descended into this universe from the spiritual kingdom to teach conditioned souls about the values of spiritual life. He tries to induce them to surrender unto him. Similarly, the Brahmanas do the same thing. After assimilating the Vedic instructions, he assists the Supreme Lord in his endeavor to deliver conditioned souls. The Brahmanas are very eager and they're very dear to the Supreme Lord due to their high sattva guna qualities. And they also engage in welfare activities for all conditioned souls in the material world. Prabhupada traveled all over the world. We're still looking for. So Prabhupada travels all over the world. 14 times he went around the world. 14 times. For 11 years. He did 14 times. What's he looking for? I want to bring people to Krishna. I want to bring people to take shelter of Krishna. That is his mission. For that, he took a lot of risk to do it. If you want to help a person with chronic disease, you yourself are in danger. You know? You want to help a person with chronic disease, you're in danger. Why doctors will have to put gloves, they have to put the gloves, they have to put masks? Why? What is that? To protect themselves from danger. That is done. So, pure devotees of Krishna who are bent on helping people, they are risking themselves, their lives. Therefore, they are very, very dear to Krishna. Very dear. When Krishna see the effort they are making, Krishna become very, very dear. Become very happy. You want to be dear to Krishna, become a good devotee with character. Become very dear to Krishna. And become very dear to Krishna means success in our Krishna consciousness. Success. Hare Krishna. Comments or questions? Yes.
Well, there's a big fight since eternity that Brahmanas are big fight since eternity that Brahmanas are fight
Big
since
fight.
big fight since eternity that Brahmanas are those who are born in a Brahman family and Brahmanas are there are many people also say that Brahmanas are those who carry the quality. But I think the people who carry the quality are Brahmanas, but it has an impact if you are born in a Brahman family. So is it that or not?
One is not a Brahmana by birth. One cannot be a Brahmana by birth. Just like one cannot be a lawyer by birth. He cannot be a doctor by birth.
If we see that we see a Shudra family and a person who is born in Brahmana family, so if we go 500 years back, so the persons in the Brahmana family they were Brahmins having the qualities of Brahmanas, and if we see in Shudra they were Shudra. So somewhere the qualities may inherit, according to me.
They may have also that quality because of the fortune of being born there, but they still need the training. They still need the training. They need the training to develop all that qualities. It is true. It is true that, yes, the birth that we take has influence. Where we take our birth has influence. Although that influence is an opportunity for us to develop those qualities which are there. Just like a person in the mode of goodness. What is goodness? If you have a ticket to travel, and you sit in a house, you didn't go to the airport, how close are you to the destination? Just like another person who doesn't have ticket.
Same.
How close? You have the ticket, he doesn't have ticket. But you didn't go to the airport, they're still in the house, you're still in the house. Both of you, who is closer to the airport, the destination? So you need the qualification. And that qualification also comes by training and discipline. The facility is there, just like having a ticket. You have the chance. But you have to go to the airport to travel. So yeah, they can claim. We have given example. Sutra Goswami, not a Brahmana, correct? Sutra Goswami, not a Brahmana, but Sonaka Rishi, he was an exalted Brahmana with 10,000 disciples. Kulapani. Kulapani means, that title means you have 10,000 or some cases 60,000 like Bharadwaj. 10,000 disciples, all are sages. Then you are Kulapani. He is very eager to hear from a non-Brahmana. You know what is Bhagavatam? Sutra Goswami is not a Brahmana. But a qualified Brahmana who has all the Brahmanical qualifications is eager to hear from non-Brahman. What is responsible for that? What is it? What is happening? What is it? What is it? Not only that, he knows that Suta Goswami did not know certain part of the Vedas, which he knows. Why is not hearing from himself? Why is he hearing from a person who does not know all the Vedas completely? Why? We are authorized to go to the highest person. But look at the case of Suta Goswami. He's not a Brahmana. He doesn't know all the Vedas completely. Some section he knows, not all. Sonakarisi knows all that. But he is not just coming to hear. He's very eager to, Sutta, Sutta. I want to hear. What is responsible for that? It is Sutta Goswami's qualification. And they told him that you have passed through all the necessary training, which we don't have. Although some section he didn't know it, but we have only one acharya. You have 6. You have 6. And look, see, just look at you. Your submissive nature, your gentle behavior has attracted all the blessings of the gurus on your head. We don't have that. So you are superior to us. Is that by birth? No. Qualification. So because Sonakarisi and all the sages knows this, they listen to him. Illiterate boy. They listen to him. So Sonaka was junior to them in age. See that? Sutta was junior. Sutta was junior to them in age. Even Sukadev Goswami was also junior to the assembled sages. His father was there. Vyasade was there in that assembly. Narada Muni was there. Lord Shiva was there. Yes. Lord Shiva was there in that assembly. And a 16-year-old boy is speaking to those mighty people. Certain things are designated for a certain class of people. And we should not jump it. So the other day we gave an example. If your son had become a magistrate, you cannot go to his office and insult him. You'll be arrested. They will punish you. Even if you're the father, they will punish you. Because the quality is there. Yes. Listen before we close.
So Gurudev, my question is how can we develop the spirit of compassion when we still see fault in others?
If you see fault in others, you cannot be compassionate. You cannot be compassionate. There's no compassion for one who sees fault. It is mentioned here that Brahmana has what? He has control over his senses. He has controlled the mind. Means he does not see fault. He only sees our difficulties that he needs to help. So he comes to help us. So a person who is a fault finder cannot help anyone. What is a compassion to help somebody? We don't have it. We cannot help. Fault finder cannot help anybody. My duty is always see how you're holding a microphone. See you keep the book on the floor. See how you put your dress. See how you're laughing. Why you put your hair like this? Why can't you put this? Everything is fault. So how can you help the person? We cannot help anybody. Pure devotees here can help because they have compassion. They don't see it. They only see our despondency and then they want to help. Despondency, our miseries, our suffering, our lamentation. Dissatisfaction. You see, we're not happy, not satisfied. So you don't want to help us to become satisfied in Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Maharaj, as yesterday we went to Brahman Ghat and that Pujari was saying that the Brahman is waiting and he's asking for the Lakshmi. And we requested them just to wait for few time and immediately he started shouting and abusing us. So Maharaj, and he was saying that the Brahman is waiting, the Brahman is waiting. So Maharaj, at this situation, what should be our reaction? Because we might not offend the Brajvasis.
We give them some money. That is what they are there for. So we give them some money, which is not bad. They're not qualified Brahmanas, but that is what it has come to be. It's going to be anyway. No qualification, but they need something. So we give them something. This is a custom. So you should give them something. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, householders, if we don't learn how to give charity, our heart will become very hard. We will not even give to Krishna. So even then we should give them something. Even as devotees, so give them something. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing that in Navadvip. Every day he was giving charity to. Whenever he see any poor man, there is Chaitanya Bhagavat. Whenever he see a poor man, he gives something. And as a householder, he was doing that. So it's okay. He did it. Make them happy, at least, for the moment. So they will not be angry with us. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.